I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions on the new Sonic movie and also the Sonic franchise as a whole, but I wouldn't count this as a review. On one hand, I see what Matt Walsh is talking about when it comes to what he feels is the conflicting tones of the movie. I fully agree with what he said about Keanu Reeves as a voice actor and his acting in the movie. That goes back to a video I posted not that long ago talking about voice actors and how important I felt that they really were. And the third movie solely rests on Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey carries the entire franchise, honestly. All the Sonic details are, for the most part, unimportant when it comes to why I enjoyed the movie. Even though I'm a Sonic fan, Sonic was amongst one of the first games I played in my life. I've had plenty of fun times playing Sonic on the Sega. Even though I know the movie's made for kids, I can't say that I enjoyed everything dealing with Sonic in all three movies. It was always Jim Carrey. In fact, if I'm being 100% honest, I don't necessarily like the guy who they have playing Sonic. I don't like the voice actor. And I also agree when he says it is some sort of like algorithmic thrown together movie. The first movie was good enough for what it was. It's far from the best movie ever made, but it could have been a lot worse. Their biggest credit going into it was that they changed the design of Sonic before the movie came out. But I don't remember anything really from the first Sonic movie. The second movie I remember more than the first one, but I also remember half of that movie was some wedding bullshit, and the second half was everything dealing with Sonic and Robotnik. That was probably the best that it's been. This third movie I like better than the second movie. However, I do feel that it's mainly because of Jim Carrey. If Jim Carrey was not in this movie, let alone this franchise, this movie would not be as good as it was. And like I said, I like the story element that they have going on with Shadow. I like the character of Shadow. I like his motivations and all of that. But Keanu Reeves was the hardest thing to make it through. Every time Shadow opened his mouth and spoke, it was the hardest part to get through. And this is something that I knew I was going to have an issue with before the movie even came out and they started showing like behind the scenes shit. I just feel like if they wanted a Keanu Reeves type, they could have got a better voice actor that was in his sort of tone of voice. So like, even though I like Keanu Reeves and I am a fan of Keanu Reeves, I don't like him in Sonic 3. So when I go back and look at all three movies, I can't help but agree with Matt Walsh when he says that this is just some Hollywood produced shit, money grab, cash grab, because that's exactly what it is. The only thing hiding that is the fact that Jim Carrey carries these movies.